These past few days have been kind of rough, you know. I've been like quite tired working, even though there's like a global pandemic going on. Sometimes I feel like we're being treated as if nothing really is going on in the world. And I hope people will see this, you know. It's nothing against the company or against other people in general. It's more of, I just wish there was more understanding when it comes to people thinking about how we feel. And don't worry, I'm not gonna keep talking about my problems, but instead I'll talk about the great things that have been happening to me lately, and how Star Wars is one of them, and how Star Wars in particular has changed my life. It's not what you think, and don't worry, I won't talk about everything that happens in the storyline of the saga or what it's about. I'll leave that to you guys. But everything in the movie basically revolves around the Force. What is the Force? Well, the Force allows you to do this. And where is said Force? Well, the Force is in everything. The Force is in you, it's in me, it's in everything around us. All living things have the Force. At least that's what the movie said. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Seth's new song, Think About You, the song link is gonna be in the description below. I helped co-write the song with him, you know, it's one of my favorite songs from him. It means a lot to me. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Link is in the description. The Force is strong in this one. By the way, if you guys wanna see a video on how Seth and Melvin made Think About You, leave a comment below and tell me if you guys want to see that, because it might be a good video. So back to Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars, I got my bike on Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along.
Sean, you will get me some water.
I'll get you some water.
Thank you. Now, in Star Wars, I've developed a favorite character for Anakin Skywalker. You know, the father of Luke. Basically, used to be the strongest pilot in the galaxy. People say he's one of the strongest Force users ever to exist. And I mean, this might sound all nerdy to you, but here's the important part. Here's the part that changed my life really and helped me change my perspective on how things are. Not in a negative way. Do not take this literally, okay? Take what you need, take some more, but don't take everything because it might go astray. Basically, the Jedi, the good guys, they recruited Anakin when Anakin was still a young kid. And when Anakin was still a young kid, he was living with his mom as a slave. He was being treated terribly by the ones who owned them. And then they were later on saved by the Jedi, so he was no longer a slave. But then, as he grew up, terrible things happened to him. He had a dream of his mother dying. His mother does die, but he couldn't do anything to save her. So he got angry. He falls in love with the literal queen, Natalie Portman. And then he has visions of her dying as well. And he is promised that there is power that he could learn to save his wife from imminent death, which is what the dreams told him. So basically, Anakin as a character did whatever he could for the people he loved. Because he lost his mom, he couldn't lose his loved one as well. So that character of his, where he would do anything he needed to do, ethical or not, for the sake of his loved ones, really appealed to me. And what he also said was his loyalty was to the Republic. You can take it figuratively and think to yourself that your loyalty is to those who mean the most to you, not necessarily what's moral or not immoral. Because what he said in the line as well was that in his perspective, the Jedi, the good guys, were evil. And it makes you think, maybe our outlook on what's good and on what's bad is different. Maybe it's twisted, maybe it's skewed. It's not what is exactly what's correct. Now, you take pieces of the information and you think about it and you realize it all revolves around love, and it's love for his family, and he cares for everyone. So he did what he could, ethical or not. And to me personally, that helped me. Jella,
Yeah?
you will get me some water.
Why would I do that?
I said, you're gonna get me some water. These days, recently, I've been thinking about it. Things do get tough and I do have to make decisions, whether I like them or not. If it's for those who are most important to me, I'm gonna be making those decisions. Not saying I'm an outlaw and that I'm breaking the rules, but I'm saying I'm gonna do what I need to do when worst comes to worst. Push comes to shove. Now, Anakin's arc basically revolves and takes place in the whole episodes 1, 2, and 3. And episodes 4, 5, and 6 have as well this amazing meaning. It's a more, I'd say, important one, but that's for you guys to see. I'm not gonna spoil that one basically. And speaking of 4, 5, and 6, episode 4 came out in 1977. No CG back then, no special visual effects, so how the hell they have flying spaceships, blasters, and freaking lightsabers back then? Well, this is how. Multiple scaled models, replicated tenfold, matte paintings as backgrounds, and most importantly, what LucasArts is always gonna be known for, just amazing camera magic. David.
Yeah?
You will get me some water. Thank you! Dumbass. So, on the topic of Star Wars, like this whole video is, what have I been doing to make myself feel better about everything that's been going on lately? Well, for one, I've been playing a lot of Battlefront. Like, a lot of Battlefront. Check this. I mean, they make a video game out of your favorite movies, and then you can literally relive your time as a person in the game. You get to use the Force literally. And I mean, that's just amazing, you know? And to be honest, guys, I feel like I could go on rambling about Star Wars over and over again for hours and hours, but you guys wouldn't exactly like that. So I tried to turn one of the most famous movie franchises, help you guys who have never seen it, appeal to you guys more possibly. Now, this is all hidden behind lightsabers and blaster effects, of course, but if you look deeper, this is what you see. And I want to tell you guys, it's not always just about the sci-fi behind it. Sometimes what happens in the movies, it's physically impossible, but sometimes things don't need an explanation. You just gotta do what you're asked to do. If you guys want to keep talking about Star Wars, don't forget to leave a comment or message me wherever. I'll get to you guys, answer your questions or talk about what you guys want to talk about. But that's it for me today, really. Until next week, my name is Melvin Altman. I'll see you guys same time, different place, because I'm always on the road, even during this quarantine because of freaking work. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I'll see you guys next time, and may the Force be with you.
What?
You're gonna get me some water. Where's the farthest? Get me some. Why did you not walk away? Oh, that's a wrap. That went straight up my nose.